Standard 8 Subject English Lesson number 3.3 The Last Leaf. Good morning children. Today we are going to learn 3.3 The Last Leaf by O. Henry. It's a story of two young artists and an old artist who lost his life for saving the young artist's life. The story goes like this. In the poorer parts of New York, there was a colony where many struggling artists lived. Among them were Sue and John C. They had come to New York from different parts of the United States. When they met, they found that they shared the same interest and they became friends. They shared a flat and set up a joint studio trying to earn a living through art. John C. was small, thin, and not very strong. After spending a few months in New York, she became ill with pneumonia. In those days, it was not easy to cure pneumonia patients. Though Sue looked after her well, John C. showed no sign of improvement. One day, the doctor told Sue that John C. had one chance in 10, and that chance is for her to want to live. He said, "Your little lady has made up her mind that she is not going to get well." He told Sue that medicines alone did not help if the patient did not wish to live. The day John C. just lay in bed without making any sound or movement. First, Sue thought that she had fallen asleep, but then she noticed that John C. was looking out of the window and was counting something again and again in a very low voice, almost a whisper. Sue too looked out of the window, but there was nothing to see, only an old ivy vine and decayed at the roots, climbed halfway up the brick wall. The cold breath of autumn had taken away most of the leaves. Only the skeleton branches were left, clinging to the bricks. Sue asked, "What is it, dear?" John C. was counting. "They are falling faster now. 3 days ago, there were almost 100. It made my head ache to count them, but now it's easy. There goes another one. There are only 5 left now." "5? What, dear?" "Leaves on the ivy vine. When the last one falls, I must go too. I have known that for 3 days. Didn't the doctor tell you?" But John C. just kept looking out of the window. "There goes another." Then she got angry on John C. and she closed the window. And she told, "Just you take rest. Don't look out of the window. Try to sleep." And she went to call Berman to be his model for the old man that he was drawing. Old Berman was a painter who lived on the ground floor, but he was a failure in art. For 40 years he had wielded the brush but had not made any money. He had been always about to paint a masterpiece, but had never yet begun it. For several years he had only made a few paintings. He earned a little by serving as a model to the young artists in the colony who would not afford other models. He always talked to his coming masterpiece. So he told Berman about Johnson's fancy. Old Berman was shocked that anyone could have such idiotic imaginings. Johnsy was sleeping when the two went upstairs. So he showed Herman the ivy vine that Johnsy saw through the window. They looked at each other for a moment without speaking and then began their work. Outside, a cold rain was falling continuously, mingled with snow. So he closed the window. Next morning, when Sue woke up, she found that Johnsy was staring at the closed window again with dull, wide open eyes. Even after the rain and the fierce wind that blew throughout the night, there yet stood against the brick wall one ivy leaf. It was the last of the on the vine, still dark green near its stem, but with its edges tinted with yellow. It hung bravely from a branch some 20 feet above the ground. It is the last one, said Johnsy. Johnsy was preparing herself for the last journey that one make alone. The feeling was very strong within her. The ties of Sue's friend and other thing on earth became loose one by one. The day wore away, but even though the twilight, they could see the lone ivy leaf clinging to its stem against the wall. At night, again the wind raged and the rain poured. Next day, when it was light enough, Johnsy asked Sue to open the window. The ivy leaf was still there. Johnsy lay for a long time looking at it. Then she called Sue and said, I have been a bad girl. Something has made a last leaf stay there to show me how wicked I was. It was a sin to want to die. After that, she was ready to take the broth and milk that Sue brought her. She wanted to sit up in bed. Mr. Berman downstairs was now ill with pneumonia. The sweeper had found him lying helpless in his room in very wet clothes and shoes. He was found some scattered brushes and a plate with green and yellow colors mixed on it. 2 days later, Mr. Berman died in a hospital. The last ivy leaf was still there on the wall. It never fluttered or moved. Then the wind blew. It was Berman's masterpiece. He had painted it there that night when the last leaf had fallen.
Hope you all loved the
This
story.
is the
Thank you.
story written by O. Henry.